everyone, welcome back to the fourth session of chapter 1 number system. Yesterday I have discussed everything about rational numbers, irrationals and set of real numbers. Let's get started with the exercise 1.3. Very first question is to write the following in the decimal form and you need to say what kind of decimal each is having. So the very first part is 36 by 100. After simplifying, when you are converting in decimal form, you are getting this. Clearly, this is a terminating decimal and I told you very first type under the rational category A. When your decimal terminates after finite number of steps, clearly it is a terminating decimal, hence it is a rational number. Terminating, so it is a rational number, right? Second part is 1 upon 11. After simplifying its decimal, this is what you are going to have. It's 0.09 and there's a bar over it. And bar is the indicator that these two digits are repeating themselves again and again, right? Of course, it is falling under this type B. It is the second category of rational numbers when the decimal doesn't terminate. It is non-terminating but recurring. So clearly what kind of decimal we are going to have here? Non-terminating but recurring. Let's check the third part. Next we have 4 1 by 8. When you are simplifying this mixed fraction, you are going to have 33 by 8. And after doing the division, this is what you are going to get, 4.125. Clearly the decimal is terminating. So this is terminating. That is why this value is a rational number, because its decimal is terminating after finite number of steps. Next we have 2 by 11. And when you are going to solve it, after dividing, this is what you are going to have. It's 0.18 and there's a bar over it. Bar is again the symbol, it's the indicator that these digits are going to repeat again and again themselves. What is the type of decimal expansion here? It is non-terminating but recurring. Because it's not ending, it is going to repeat itself again and again. Let's check the question number 2. You have decimal expansion of 1 by 7 which is equals to 0.142857 and there's a bar over it, right? Can you predict the decimal expansion of the following values? 2 by 7, 3 by 7, but without solving, without doing the actual long division. Friends, it's very easy if you observe it carefully. Suppose I am talking about the first value, 2 by 7. It is possible to write 2 like 2 as 2 into 1 by 7. The value of 1 by 7 is provided in the statement. So in place of 1 by 7, if I am writing down this value, this decimal expansion, it's becoming 285714 and again there's a bar over it, which means the nature remains the same. Here it was non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. When you are finding the same for the next value 2 by 7, there's no change at all. This 2 is remaining as it is. We are putting the value of 1 by 7 in the place of this. When you are multiplying 2 with this decimal expansion, this is what you are going to get. The next I am going to take 3 by 7. Again on the same steps, 3 remains outside as it is. I am inserting the value of 1 by 7 from the given. And after simplifying, after the decimal there is a bar over all the digits. When you are going to multiply this value with the 3, you are going to have 0.428 5, 7, 1 and there's a bar over it. Again, the nature of decimal expansion remains the same. It is non-terminating but recurring using the given value of 1 upon 7. Very easy. What is the third question now? Express the following in P by Q form, where P and Q are integers and Q is non-zero. It's the same thing which we have done earlier. It's the traditional definition of rational numbers, right? Now this is the form given to us, 0.6, there's a bar over it, which means this is what kind of decimal expansion now? This is non-terminating but recurring. Because of this bar is the indicator that this 6 is going to repeat itself. So we need to convert this given value in the proper P by Q form, this rational form, right? So let's get started. What is the procedure to do this? Suppose I am assuming that this value I am taking as x, let x equals to 0.6 bar. I told you bar is the indicator that 6 is repeating itself. So I am putting 3 dots, which means and so on. It's going on and on and on, right? I am giving it equation number 1. You need to check in the question how many digits are there in the statement in which there is a bar over it. Since there is only single digit, only 6 is there which is having a bar over it. So you will multiply the full equation, you will multiply it by value 10. Multiply equation 1 by 10. सपोज आपके क्वेश्चन में अगर 2 डिजिट्स रिपीट हो रहे होते, 2 डिजिट्स के ऊपर बार होता, तो आप 10 से मल्टीप्लाई ना करके आप उसको 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करते। अगर सिंगल डिजिट के ऊपर बार है तो आप सिंपली 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे। अगर 2 डिजिट्स के ऊपर बार है तो आप 100 से करेंगे। 3 के ऊपर बार है तो आप 1000 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे इक्वेशन को। Likewise you will do it. After doing this, let's multiply the equation by 10 on both sides. When I am saying both sides, which means on left and right side, it becomes 10x on left hand side, and on right hand side when I am multiplying this value by 10, it will become 6.666 and carries on. And I am giving it equation number 2, the new equation which we have just got by multiplying the equation 1 by 10. Friends, what's the next step going to be? Now you need to subtract your equation 1 from the equation 2. Equation 2 minus 1. And this subtraction will happen on both the sides. Left value will be subtracted from left and right side will be subtracted from right hand side. So on left hand side I am going to get 10x minus x, and this side we have this minus, जो इक्वेशन 1 की आपकी राइट हैंड साइड थी उसमें क्या था 0.666, राइट। 10x minus x, since they are the like terms why? Because they have the same variable with the same degree, so we can subtract them without any problem. It is becoming 9x. After simplifying, after doing this minus this value, what I am going to have, this will become, which means simply 6, because whenever after the decimal zeros are there, it is of no use. So the absolute number 6 remains as it is. So now, what do I have now? 9x equals to 6. X will remain as it is. This is the multiply, and when we shift the sign, multiply changes to divide. लीजिए आपका आंसर आ चुका है x, which is now 6 by 9. अगर आपको याद हो, in the very first step हमने x को क्या assume किया था 0.6 बार. तो x को अब हमने क्वेश्चन था कि इसको p by q फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना है. लीजिए आपका x p upon q फॉर्म, where both p and q are integers, and this q, this denominator is clearly a non-zero value. हो चुका है आपका क्वेश्चन as per the given condition given in the statement. In the third part, you have 0.001 and there's a bar over all 3 digits. There's a block of digits, there are 3 digits in that and they are repeating themselves, right? I told you, आपको digits check करने हैं कितने digits के ऊपर बार है. Accordingly you will decide कि किस value से इसको multiply किया जाए. Again I am assuming it, let x equals to this. Further it can be written as 001, 001 like that. Why? Because all the three digits are repeating. तो तभी इनको मैंने इस फॉर्म में लिखा है that they are coming again and again. This is my equation 1. Since three digits are repeating, so I have to multiply this equation by 1000. Multiply equation 1 by 1000 on both the sides. On both sides. When I am multiplying it here, it is becoming, on left hand side it is becoming 1000x, and this side I am going to have this is my equation 2, right? The next step is of course the same. You have to subtract equation 1 from the equation 2. Let's do it. Clearly, when I am doing equation 2 minus 1, on left hand side I have 1000x minus x, and on right hand side I have this minus this. This was my equation 1, right? After doing the subtraction, I am getting value 1 on right hand side. I told you after decimal जो zeros होते हैं उनकी कोई value नहीं है, which means I am getting absolute 1. And this side I am going to have 999x. x की वैल्यू आपको निकालनी है. This will be shifted to that side and it will come in the division. लीजिए आपका x convert हो चुका है p upon q form, where p and q both are integers and this q, this denominator is clearly non-zero. Very easy. Friends, question 4 is on same steps. Again, some of few digits are repeating. You need to check them up. It's 0.999 and so on. So again, it will be written like, I'm just giving you a hint. Question 4. This can be written like 0.9 and there's a bar over it. Again, you will multiply the equation by 10. Why? Because only single digit is repeating itself, right? So on the same steps, you will convert it in p by q form. It's very easy to do. What is question number 5 now? The value is given 1 upon 17. It's written over there that after performing the division, check how many values are repeating. So when you perform the division, 1 will be divided by 17. You will observe, friends, that all these values are repeating. There are 16 digits which are carrying a bar over them, and it means they are going to repeat after this. एक बार आपने division किया, उसके बाद फिर से right from here, these all digits will be start coming again and again, which means 16 digits are going to repeat. All right. You have to write any three numbers whose decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-recurring. Clearly, I have told you yesterday, these two are the conditions for a number to be an irrational number. Irrational numbers ना तो terminate होते हैं, ना ही वो repeat करते हैं. Means their decimal expansion is never ending and non-repeating, right? So you can write down any such three values. For example, I have taken root 2 over here. Clearly, this decimal expansion is never ending. ना तो ये end हो रहा है और ना ही हमारी कोई particular pattern है जो कि आपको repeat होता हुआ दिखाई दे रहा है. That is why it is an irrational number, because it is fulfilling both the conditions, non-terminating and non-recurring. You can form any such examples from your side. Suppose I have taken 1.01, 01, then 001, then 4 times 0, 1, 2, 3. Means every time zeros are increasing. It's very clear that zeros are increasing, means there's no particular block of digits going to repeat itself, and moreover this decimal is non-ending. That is why this is again an irrational number. So such a third number, you will do it yourself. Now the last question is to classify the following numbers as rational or irrational depending upon their type. Very first part is under root 23. After simplifying the square root of value 23, I am getting this value. Clearly its decimal expansion is never ending, it's non-terminating, right? And none of the digits over here, none of the pattern is there available which is going to repeat, which means these are the properties of an irrational number. ना तो ये end हो रहा है, ना ही ये repeat कर रहा है. That is why this value is an irrational number. Let's check the next value. It's square root of 225. We know square root of 225 clearly is 15. 15 can be written as 15 upon 1, which is p upon q form, where p and q are integers clearly, and this q is non-zero, right? It is fulfilling all the conditions of a rational number. That is why this given number is a rational number. Likewise, you have to check for all the values, all the subparts. Let's check one more. What is happening over here? It's 7.478478, which means these three digits are repeating themselves. So is it possible to write this value like this? Yes, we can put a bar over here because these three digits are going to repeat themselves again and again. This is the feature of a rational number. Non-ending, which means non-terminating decimal expansion, but recurring because these three digits are repeating themselves. That is why this given number is becoming a rational number. So based on these properties, friends, you have to check for all the subparts. I have taken 3 over here. I hope all the questions are clear to you. You need to just do the regular practice. Just revise all the terms, all the features, properties. Only then you would be able to do it. Stay tuned. I'll meet you in the next part. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel with your friends, with your relatives.